challenge that you had out there today, Diana?
I thought she played really well. I think we could have both played a little bit better because of the conditions, but I think we were just both trying to do our best.
Serena, after the success you had this summer, how has your play here so far matched your expectations coming in?
I'm okay. I'm still here in the tournament, so that's pretty good. And, I just came in here, just trying to do my best. And, yeah, I definitely don't want to peak too soon.
What have you been most satisfied with in your game so far?
I mean, I think my movement has been pretty good, but other than that, I can definitely improve on a lot of the different things.
How funky was that window? How funky was that?
Oh man, it was crazy. Like didn't even go for winners at any point. I just started trying to get it over because it was so windy. And I thought, wow, it was definitely tough.
Unlike any other stadium.
Yeah, it just kind of swirls down there, but you just have to win in all kinds of situations.
A lot of players talk about rankings. When you're 20, do you really worry about that? You say, I'm Serena Williams, this is the U.S. Open. Ranking, I mean, this is one of that something you think about.
Yeah, I don't think about it too much. I haven't played in a year, so I think it's quite impressive that I'm 28 after about 5 tournaments. So, if anything, I look at it as kind of cool.
But still, a few years ago, during the European circuit, when another player was #1, you said, hey, we all know who the #1 player in the world is. Do you think we have a situation like that where you are the best player in the world now?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the best or not. I believe I am, and I think a lot of other girls and women in the locker room believe they are too, as they should. I don't think anyone should go out and say that they're not. So, you're talking about self-belief, and yeah.
How well do you know Spike Lee, and obviously here today?
I know Spike really, really well. We're really good friends. We always hang out in Florida, and we always try to do a lunch or a dinner sometimes. And his parents actually live in Palm Beach, so literally down the street. So I've been there a few times. He and his wife are great.
Does he play at all, or?
He does. We hit together once or twice before, so he's good.
Serena, when it comes to being #1, was that a specific goal of yours, or was it win all the tournaments and the ranking will follow?
My goal is always just to win the tournaments and the ranking will come, because for me it's about titles and stuff like that. And, the ranking will be there. I'll get there. You can't take the ranking with you when you retire, but you can definitely take the titles and the trophies.
So favorite Spike Lee movie?
I don't know. I don't want to say. I think he'll be angry. Yeah, but there's other ones.
First point of the match you won with today. Second point, she stepped up and gripped that service routine for a win. Did that kind of wake you up?
No, actually, the last time I played her, I think, was in Dubai, and it was years ago, but she played a very similar game, so I was kind of expecting that.
Serena, did the loss to Bartoli at Wimbledon, does that serve as a special kind of motivation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Bartoli's a really good player, and I thought she played really well in that match, but I also felt that I could have done better, prepared better, and do a lot of things better. So, yeah.
Serena, you talked about titles. There's still 2 players who have more singles titles than you. Does that motivate you?
Was it Venus and Kim?
Yeah.
I guess I don't have any more space. I mean, I did get a house. I have a new house in LA, but my space, I created a karaoke room, so I can't put trophies in there. And the other area, the gentleman's lounge, is kind of packed with like vintage things I got at a flea market, which is really cool. So I don't have any more space. And in Florida, forget it. There's just no more space. So I would love to keep winning them, but we're like, what are we going to do with this one?
Serena, it doesn't appear that there's any facet of your game that needs work at the moment. I mean, you don't seem to have a weakness right now. In your mind, is there anything in particular you want to see improve?
I think there's so much I can do better. I think that, to be honest, the last 2 matches I wasn't completely satisfied with the way I played. I feel like I could have played a lot better. And so There's a lot I can improve on.
Is it you felt like you could have hit a particular stroke a lot better, or just competed generically better?
Definitely a couple strokes, and definitely could compete better. And, yeah.
Back to Spike Lee. So what is he like on court when he's hitting the tennis ball?
He's crazy. He's like, he wants to win more than I do, and then he's like, hit me really hard. I'm like, I can't hit really hard to you. I mean, I'm gonna break your racket if I do. And he's like, no, go your hardest. I'm like, really? But he's actually really good, but he's like really, really intense. I'm like a little intimidated. I'm like, okay, calm down. Calm down.
Serena, you say you were... Can he be as funny in person as he is on the screen?
Oh, he's really fun. He loves debates, and so whenever we're at dinner, he's always looking for a debate, and it's like you have to kind of join in and to pick a side, and I always try to pick an opposite side just so we can just be a debate. It's fun though. I love it.
Serena, Anna said that you were intimidating. Do you try to be intimidating out there?
Yeah, I walk out there with, do the crip walk and try to intimidate folks. No, I don't try. I am who I am, and whether, I don't know if that's intimidating or not, I am just me.
What happens in that karaoke room, Serena? You go in and sing your song?
Man, a good question. We sing our hearts out. We've sung till 8 in the morning. At one point I was singing, and I was like, oh my God, the sun's coming up. And I look out and I see the sun, and I'm like, and we just keep singing and singing and singing, and it's magical. Magical.
New stuff, old stuff?
Everything. I'm really big into the 80s and the 90s, and then also I like, sometimes I'll start rapping some of the latest songs. Just depends what's out. My favorite thing to karaoke is definitely Rihanna. She's my favorite artist to karaoke.
Ivanovic has been seen doing karaoke.
Really?
Is there video of her? Are you doing this?
Is there video? I'm gonna start posting some on my website. I mean, but I'm a little nervous because my voice isn't the best, but my performances are the best. We do a whole routine. It's amazing.
You keep talking about how you're sort of just happy to be here. At what point in the second week do you only get happy if you win?
I think I've surpassed that point. I think I've always kind of been there subconsciously in the back of my head. Like I feel like, I'm a person that really hates to lose, and I put a lot of work into this, so a loss would be disappointing. However, I can't get too upset. It's really important for me to look at the mountain and keep climbing it and not get discouraged.
Serena, you talked a moment ago about your movement. You thought that's really come along. When did you feel that was really starting to kick in for you since you came back in June?
I don't know. When I was in Toronto, I felt like I was moving well. That court was really slow, so it enabled me to move pretty well too. So probably then.
Do you feel like you were moving as well as you were a year ago at this point?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Serena, what are the keys to your serve, and how would you describe it as a weapon in your game?
My serve is, I think I just have confidence in it, and it's a weapon. Like, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to hit an ace here. I'll just hit an ace. And even in doubles, I'll tell the that's okay, ace up the tee. And that's just how I serve.
How do you do it?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. It doesn't always happen. Like in the last game today, I thought, man, I wish I could hit 4 aces. And it didn't happen, but yeah, I don't know, I guess confidence.
When you see footage of your own serve, what goes through your mind as you watch it?
I feel it's kind of like lazy. I feel like it's like, I don't do much, and I kind of go slow, and then all of a sudden I hit it. It's just, and then I just look at Venus serve, and then I think it's so drastically different, and I just think about all the times we served together, and when did we go separate.